Adam Smith was born in Kirkcaldy, Scotland in 1723. His date of birth was unknown, but he was born to a widowed mother because his father died 6 months prior to his baptism was on June 5th. When he turned the age of 15, he went to the University of Glasgow to study moral philosophy.
After attending the University of Glasgow, he went to Balliol College in Oxford when he was around 18 years old. After that, he returned to Kirkcaldy in 1746, and he was appointed by Lord Keynes to give a series of public lectures in Edinburgh. These public lectures were his means of gaining a reputation.
Adam Smith was appointed to be the professor of logic at Glasgow University in 1751. A year after he was appointed, he was promoted to the chairman of moral philosophy.
Adam Smith began teaching Henry, the future Duke of Buccleuch, in 1764. He traveled throughout France and Switzerland with his pupil from 1764 to about 1766. And throughout these travels, he met with his contemporaries of Voltaire, Jean-Jacques Rousseau, and Francis Quesnay. Voltaire was a famous philosopher and writer who, his famous quote focused on the issue of civil rights, and he said that I might not believe what you say, but I will die fighting for your right to say it. Jean-Jacques Rousseau was a famous French writer whose works influenced the French Revolution. And Francois Quesnay was one of the first physiocrats, and that was a school, that was one of the first schools of political economy.
With the money Adam Smith received from tutoring the Duke, he returned to his hometown in Kirkcaldy and retired. There he wrote The Wealth of Nations, and after that he was appointed Commissioner of Customs in 1778, and moved back to live with his mother in Edinburgh. He died from a painful illness on July 19, 1970. Adam Smith's main economic belief was that self-interest in a free market economy leads to economic well-being. But his other beliefs were written down in his book, The Wealth of Nations.
The Wealth of Nations is mainly a criticism of the mercantile system that governed the economic policies in Great Britain when Adam Smith was growing up. It was also published in 1776, the same year as the Declaration of Independence. Adam Smith, he noticed how the poor people in Great Britain emigrated out of the country and looked for new work. And this is what gave him the theory that self-determination works well in a free market economy. The Wealth of Nations is split into 6 major themes. The major theme of the Wealth of Nations is the benefit of free exchange. This is the theory that when a market is left to itself and exchanges are free, both sides benefit and there is a healthy economy. For example, it would be like me buying a CD at a music store. Both me and the music store are willing and able, or are willing to do the exchange because both of us are willing to benefit. I get the CD and the store gets the money.
The second major theme is gross national product. It basically explains that the wealth of a nation is not based on the amount of money they have. It's based on the amount of trading they do with other nations and the amount of goods they produce. Above is the GNP of the capita. Notice how some countries make more money than others.
The third major theme is economic regulations are counterproductive. Smith believes that human society is fine on its own. It's fundamentally ordered and it functions well. It doesn't need the government to interfere with its economic activity. The market is its own best regulator, not the government. This major theme can be summed up as, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Do you mind if I have a sip of this water? I wish my granddaddy had lived long enough to see Americans buying Perrier. He'd love that, you know. I'll have a bottle of water, $1.75, fine, I'll do it. Sure, you know. What we do in this country is we get something that works absolutely fine, and then we change it. The shower was one of God's greatest creations. I don't like to take a bath. I don't like to wash my face in the water I've been sitting in. When God said, let there be the shower, it was a marvelous thing. You got a little knob over here at H, a little knob over here at C, and you just get a little C, a little H, and everything. They've changed all that now. Go in any motel in this country, walk in there and try to take a shower. There ain't two knobs, no, but one knob. You know where to pull it, push it, do what to it? I've scalded my butt from Bakersfield to Baltimore trying to take a shower in this country.
Major theme is reinvestment. It basically says that capital should be put towards improving methods, not production. It should not be consumed immediately. It ensures the constant growth of wealth and income over time.
Alright, above is a cycle of how a steel factory makes its money. When it makes money, it puts its capital into methods of production. Through these methods of production, better products are made, and either faster or higher quality, and customers are happy.
The fifth theme is that government should have limited power. Prosperity grows in a free, competitive market and a place that is free of government restrictions. A role of our government is to defend citizens, establish laws, enforce those laws, and not regulate the economic market.
Yeah, excuse me, Lucy.
Oh, hey, Jono. What can I help you with?
I just want to talk about the workload you've allocated me.
Oh, surely you're not suggesting that I have to do something.
Oh,
Jono, I said the work. I don't do the work. Okay, does that make sense?
oh, okay.
Hang on, I really have to get this. It's very important.
The sixth and final theme is the concept of the invisible hand. Freedom in the market and self-interest for individuals produce order and economic well-being. An invisible hand guides society towards stability while individuals pursue their own interests.
The invisible hand is a phrase that was introduced by Adam Smith in his great book, The Wealth of Nations, in which he talked about the way in which individuals who intended only to pursue their own interests were led by an invisible hand to promote the public welfare, which was no part of their intention. He was talking about the economic market, about the market in which people buy and sell. And he was pointing out that in order for a butcher or a baker or a candlestick maker to make an income, he had to produce something that somebody wanted to buy. And therefore, in the process of promoting his own interests, of looking to his own profit, he ended up serving the interests of his customers.